In this video I'm gonna show you DONGMYO Flea Market. Before we continue, don't forget to like, subscribe to get all the other videos. She knows. As you can see, we just arrived to DONGMYO Flea Market in Seoul. If you want to get here, you have to take line 1 and go off from DONGMYO station exit 3. And once you get out, you will see you're at the right place. The market starts just next to the station. At the moment, yeah, this seems that this market has everything. There are clothes, there are electronic equipment. You can also get some nice sweets if you're into this kind of stuff. But from my observation, it seems it's more for older people. I don't see so many young people, but I have a small tip. If you come out from the station, exit 3, just next to the station, there's a cool second-hand shop where they have, well, look at those brands. Some of the brands you just saw, some of them are modified by the store owners, but they have a lot of, let's say, older high-end brands, some cool streetwear, so definitely check it out. Get your bling bling from here. So you can see they have also watches, jewelry, all sorts of cool stuff, and so many things are just stacked up in the market here. Right now I can see some bunch of shoes behind me. There's so many things here. And I think Kayang just found something she really likes. Am I right?
Yes. I'm a huge fan of all sorts of jumpsuits. And then here, look at this, like all different kinds of jumpsuits. Like a jeans one, and long sleeves, shorter ones, everything. And yeah, let me have a look. They all look nice. It looks like it's not of course it's a second hand. It's not like a really great quality, but then overall the quality looks like the condition looks okay. So let me dig in.
DONGMYO Flea Market has been around since the 60s, and at the moment we are here on Sunday. It's really hectic, it's busy. Like I said before, there are a lot of older people here, but if you come here, there are some shops, hidden treasure shops, that have a lot of nice vintage stuff. So for example, the one that's just next to the exit 3 station, this is one of those hidden gems that you can find really cool clothes. And there are some younger people who also come here to find vintage clothes, because there are some shops that are inside behind the corners that you can really find some good stuff. And also outside, if you're into small knickknacks or electronics, there's also some really interesting things around, and you probably can get some good deals because you can negotiate if you learn some basic Korean numbers, and the prices also seem quite reasonable, not too expensive. There is a huge selection of books behind me. Why not find something and take some back as a souvenir? I just found something that I really like. It's a vintage, not vintage clothes store, but it seems to be like vintage furniture and memorabilia and different record labels. Oh, but it looks really well. Let's have a look. just behind me they have a huge cinema camera. So I don't know if you want to open one of your own, just come here. They have it. You can have your own home cinema with this big chunky machine. I think this shop has some really cool furniture. I mean, we just found this cool couch with the trend of nowadays, could really fit to the interior, and they have some really nice furniture that looks really high quality as well. It doesn't look like this cheap, sorry IKEA, but it's kind of cheap IKEA style. I want this one. This looks so comfy, but also really stylish. Current shop we are leaving now, but we just showed you. They seem to have a lot of Japanese memorabilia. So the furniture there, it's either European or could also be Japanese made but European inspired. But all the small knickknacks here are really from Japan. And there's something also for the Squid Game lovers. If you know this scene, you can get this box of marbles to play and see who will survive. This flea market is not only one street. You can see it goes by alley. There's a road behind me. This is the main road, and there's another alley there. And these are not the only alleys. If you go the whole way, you can see it goes left to right. It's really big here, so you have to spend hours and hours to find. I mean, you don't even have to find anything. You just have to go and walk around. It's so many cool small stuff around. Like we said before, there are a lot of those hidden cool vintage shops. So one is behind me. They have like older Nike stuff, some Versace and other brands, but well, there's a lot of things here. It's crazy. This shop seems to be in an old garage that goes down. You can see. Behind me you can also hide some people there who are bad, but it's a really interesting shop here. Hear me for all the music lovers. I just found a small paradise for all the vinyl collectors. There's a shop. It's not the huge one, but it's quite big, and it's just full of vinyls. It's also on the main street, so you can find it easily, but there's so many of them inside. Definitely a place to visit for all the music crazy people. I mean, I don't have a vinyl player, so I'm not gonna buy anything, even though I have vinyls that are just collecting dust at home, but whoever likes it, have a look. I think you should get a TV, huh? What do you think? Do you remember those phones? Are you old enough? Some of the shoes look really nice. I mean, they seem actually brand new here.
Looks nice, no?
The current shoe shop, they don't have any prices on the shoes, so I can't say for sure if they're any cheaper or more expensive. And if you ask the price, I'm also not sure if they know English, but still the quality looks really good. The black shoes we were just looking at, Kayong was just looking at, cost 30,000 won. That's about 25 euros, so not too bad. What about those bikes? They actually look really good.
Behind me there is there are mountains of clothes, and then this is kind of typical Dongmyo way. Before a lot of fancy vintage shops started popping up here, I've heard a lot of people are just like selling their clothes like these mountain piles, and then you have to dig in, you have to check each one, and then if you're lucky, then you will find a good brand and good quality clothes with really good decent price. This is also like one big fun of coming to Dongmyo. This is what people are doing here. Hope they can find some treasures today. Look at this! I found Cheap Monday super amazing pattern jeans.
There are a lot of young people right now going deep, and we actually found some nice brands. There was one really big from Korea, Cheap Monday, and I thought Kayong will not go crazy, but she actually got into it and just digging.
Next to these heaps of clothes mountain, I've heard that valuable ones, real good quality, good brand clothes are hanging like this, as you can see. So be reminded, it could be a bit more pricey than the ones you can see in the heaps of mountains of clothes, but I assume still it's Dongmyo, so maybe you can negotiate and then get some good brands, good quality clothes with a good price.
I know for some people this hectic environment might be a bit too much, but luckily in the area there is a small temple park where you can just escape for a moment, and it looks way more peaceful. You can gather your thoughts, relax a little bit, and then you can go back shopping. So if you come to the park, you can see it's quite beautiful here. It's also this traditional Korean temple style. Just behind me, people are actually having their lunch, and it's so quiet here. You don't hear any of the street noise. It's a perfect place to just take a break and then go back and do your shopping or sightseeing. Okay, when we first came to the market on the main street, we only saw mainly old people. But the moment we turned into the clothing street, where you have those piles of clothes, the age gap changed immediately. You have way more younger people who are going through the piles of clothes, trying to find some cool hidden gems. And there seems to be a lot of those clothing piles around here. It's like on every side you see, there is something.
Berlin vintage lovers, come to Dongmyo. Super cheap.
Yeah, come to Dongmyo, get some clothes and go back to Berlin and make some profits. I just found a sweatshirt that I want. My puppy friends.
A lot of bears.
This means all of those sweatshirts are 10,000 won. It's about 7-8 euros per piece. Cheap, I'm telling you. Second-hand paradise. Just rows of clothes with in a long hallway. And prices are all really cheap here. And they have all the same clothes that we can see in European vintage shops, but somehow European vintage shops, all the prices are like new clothes, but here it's all still decent prices and affordable. Burberry, Gucci, Versace, everything you want is here. And also affordable prices.
Hello.
Hello.
Where are you from?
Estonia.
Estonia.
Yes.
Estonia.
Like Finland, Estonia.
YouTube.
Yes.
Okay, good. 동묘 very good, nice. It's me, Africa. Me too.
Africa, you
Me
too.
too. Yes.
Hey.
Hey.
I've seen fake clothes, but still I haven't seen fake Snickers. Maybe Zarina is better. I don't know. Should I try some Zarina?
This is Korean traditional rice beverage called shike. And then you can see here on the bottom there are some chunks of rice are here. And then they said they put honey inside. Personally, I've never tried the shike with some honey. So let's try. I can choose some rice. And usually the shike is quite sweet, but even though this one is, to be honest, not that sweet, even though they said honey is inside, it's quite refreshing. Oh, I can definitely feel some honey flavor in it.
So you have to mix it, then the honey comes
Yeah,
out.
you have to mix it like this, and then or the rice, chunks of rice together, and then it will be really good for
I
this
also
hot
need
day.
some, like Kayong said, it is a hot day. The sun is just above us, it's hot, it's burning my neck. So we need something refreshing. Definitely after mixing, there's a lot of honey flavor coming out. And also the soft, chunky rice, and it's good to chew, but it tastes more than like water and honey. Then actually, yeah, when you chew the rice, also this kind of puff rice treats when you go to a tea place, they offer you the same flavor comes out together with the honey water, but it's good and refreshing with ice cubes inside. We need it right now.
This gigantic shike is only 2,000 won. I mean, to be honest, shike itself is not very pricey beverage, but especially in this market, I feel it's cheaper than any other areas. Another drink here, we have something called misugaru. It's misugaru is I'm not sure how many grains are mixed here, but then they grinded some grains and then they made powder, and then this beverage is coming from that powder. And yeah, it tastes very savory. Yeah, it's almost like milk. Quite, it fills you up.
What I find really interesting in Estonia, we have basically exactly the same thing. It's called kama. It also consists of different grains. Usually there are peas, wheat, and something else, and the flavor is exactly the same. So I feel I'm drinking an Estonian traditional drink. Of course, in Estonia we put kama over yogurt or kefir or something more milky, but it's so crazy that in Korea I can find something that's really old, traditional Estonian treat, like a drink, or you're gonna have. We even have chocolates that made out of it. I think they have a lot of hip stuff hidden away. It just looks like in a random place, but then you look closer, totally trendy stuff that all the cool hip people are wearing. Sorry, not me, I'm not cool enough, but so I'm showing you all the cool stuff so you can just find them, buy them and wear them. Every now and then you can see there are some small food stalls also around, and they usually have just some simple street food. This place was for toast. I've also seen they have some fish cake, some tteokbokki, so it's quite simple, quick snacks if you want to grab something. One reason this market also at one point became super famous was because Korean K-pop star G-Dragon once was on this alley and did some shopping together with Korean TV show. And after this market became so popular amongst young people who came here to find the hidden treasures. And to be honest, there is a lot hidden here. So the G-Dragon was right and made a good job. And now
also approved.
And now Yana is here and is approved by me and Kayang. But mainly me, the fashionista who I am. We are finishing up at the back alley of DONGMYO. It was a really cool market, busy, hectic as hell. I recommend coming here, having a look, and you can find a lot of cool, funky, vintage clothes with really affordable prices. So, until next time, ciao!
Ciao!